Turning to Joe Biden's foreign policy challenges, the president saying he's ready to draw red lines with China's President Xi over the country's aggression against Taiwan.
That's right. The two leaders expected to meet face-to-face at the G20 summit next week.
I'm not willing to make any fundamental concessions. And so what I want to do with him when we talk is lay out what kind of each of our red lines are, understand what he believes to be in the critical national interests of China, what I know to be the critical interests of the United States, and determine whether or not they conflict with one another. And if they do, how to resolve it and how to work it out.
Okay, Gordon Chang is a senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute who joins us now. Gordon, no concessions, says the president, but he wants to find out Xi's red line. What do you make of that response?
It's a little silly. We know what China's red lines are. They say it every day. I mean, all you have to do is look at People's Daily. We know what the Chinese want. We've been talking to them for more than 5 decades. During that time, they've become more provocative, more belligerent, more aggressive. We need to stop talking to China. We need to start imposing costs for increasingly bad behavior. And if we do that, then we have a chance of some sort of accommodation. But with the approach that President Biden has taken, and his predecessors too, but this approach does not work, and we can see it in China's behavior.
So you're not buying this threat from Biden to draw red lines?
Well, he very well may do that, but the point is the Chinese know what our red lines are. We say that as well. So, we've gone beyond the point of talking, because when we talk, we delay taking action. We delay taking action, the Chinese do even more bad things around the world, including to Americans. So at some point, and I think that point is long past, we need to impose those costs, because otherwise, they're just going to say, well, you warn us all the time, but you never do anything. And that's the problem. We have taught the Chinese to be aggressive, not just Biden, his predecessors too, but we have taught the Chinese to engage in the worst behavior because there's no cost for doing it.
Gordon, Navy Admiral Charles Richard, he is one of America's most senior military commanders who oversees the U.S. nuclear program. He just issued a warning saying the U.S. is falling behind China when it comes to our military, and China's nuclear threat was a near-term problem. When somebody of that caliber says something like that, you got to listen.
Well, certainly, because China is building missile silos at a very fast pace. Their arsenal could very well be as large as ours. We're limited by the New START treaty with Russia to 1,550 warheads. And China is not a party to that treaty. We should get out of that treaty because the Chinese are not in it, because China and Russia coordinate, which means that their arsenals combined, and they very well could fight together. Their arsenals combined would be far larger than ours.
And that's a frightening proposition.
A lot going on in the region. Gordon Chang, thank you for breaking it all down. We appreciate it.